Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading, Full Celtic Cross. As you know, this may not resonate with all Aries, but I do try to reach the majority of you, and I do shuffle these, even turn it before I turn on the video and meditate on your sign. I do this with each and every sign in every reading, always. Energy is coming in. Page of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like finances aren't coming in. Maybe you're waiting on a message from that has to do with finances or security or stability. It doesn't have to necessarily be job or finance, but a lot of times Pentacles does relate to that. But also could be that you're trying to hear about or wanting to hear about someone that is going to make a stable commitment in some ways or be more stable. Or maybe you're trying this. Current or the subject in hand, I just shuffle and I shuffle. I got that for Pisces, but that's the Two of Cups. I'm seeing this in a lot of the readings. There's more than just Pisces, but the Two of Cups in reverse is someone who's not sure about a partnership possibly that has an emotional bond to it. What's crossing it? The Magician. Maybe you're afraid someone's being manipulative, or maybe you're trying to manifest other things with the Magician that is crossing it. What crowns you? You may be breaking free, and sometimes breaking free from deceptions or things you don't want. You may be trying to just, maybe something will come out that somebody did something which allows you to break free. But it's all kind of meanings, and I will clarify these cards, and it could change up the story, so bear with me. Foundation, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is getting a lot of offers and options and things of that nature, but they're confusing or not necessarily what you're wanting, or they could not be good for you. But this is Seven of Cups in the upright. In the past, the High Priestess, maybe you felt your intuition was off, or again, for some people, this could be that something secret comes out. But I feel like a lot of times I associate this with intuition and someone feeling it that it's off, but I got to clarify to know which one it is. I got this for Pisces. I shuffle these and I shuffle these, but this is a Five of Pentacles. Someone coming out of abandonment, someone coming out of worries, someone coming out of feeling like they don't have enough. Possible future outcome or advice from the universe is the Nine of Wands. I have to turn that around to see. The artwork is kind of cluttered to me, and I got to really look at it. But the Nine of Wands is in reverse. The universe could be saying to you, don't work so hard on something, or contemplating on taking on a burden. Will you clarify that also? I may redo this reading. King of Cups, what is coming towards you? It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone's emotions are all amuck. And like I said, I shuffle these continuously while I meditate, even before I turn the video on. And you see me shuffle a little bit with this next card, this next deck. But I'm saying this is just crazy, you know? It's so much like the Pisces reading. Your hopes and fears, maybe you're fearing commitment, marriage, relationships, contracts that do not work out. But the Hierophant in reverse. In the end, you got the Knight of Rods. You're going to be very, very busy, Aries. You're going to be very busy. Knight of Rods could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as you know, but this person is quick on their feet, and they run here, there, everywhere. They're busy, and they're very passionate, and people see them as passionate. So we're going to find out what you're going to be passionate about, but first let's get to the past and all, and the current subject in hand, which is the Two of Cups in reverse and the Magician. And you may not want a certain partnership, and I think that's what it is. Something may be like vampiring you in some ways, but I mean by emotions and, stability and in your life in general. But the Two of Cups in reverse with the Magician crossing it while you're there for Aries. Got wealth here. You're looking towards wealth and final stability with the Ten of Pentacles, a great card. Two of Cups in reverse, the Magician crossing it, and the Ten of Pentacles in the upright while you're there as a clarifier. Yeah, you may be turning some stuff down from the past, because that's the Six of Cups. That's about past energies, past memories. And a lot of you are going towards successful endeavors. And I see that in all your readings just about, to where you're becoming more successful and you have to leave some things behind or break free from certain things. And I'm not necessarily talking about family or your wife or something. It could be a different job or you know, your husband. It doesn't have to be a partnership in general, but it can be. But I see you as not wanting to go backwards, that you're wanting to go forward and be lucrative in your life. And I think you're going to be. A lot of you are. Now, as the goal, you got the Seven of Swords. Is someone breaking free, sometimes from deceptions and sneaky behavior, but just all the time just breaking free with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse, while you're there for Aries, as the goal or what crowns them. Page of Cups, you're waiting for new loving offers, new passionate or emotional offers that you like or love. Seven of Swords in reverse, Page of Cups in the upright while you're there for Aries. And you do not want nothing, no messages or anything given to you that is not secure and stable with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you're breaking free. You're looking for more offers that you love, and you're rejecting ones that don't give you your Ten of Pentacles, if that makes sense. Now the foundation is the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is in the upright. And that is, like I told you, getting all these offers and stuff like that. But you're not liking any of them. There's always hidden agendas. They're not exactly what you're wanting. But you're getting these offers, but they're like confusing and all over the place. So Seven of Cups in the upright while you're there for Aries. Yeah, you're having trouble walking away from it, though. In your mind, you're thinking, should I or should I not walk away from this, with the Eight of Cups in reverse? Seven of Cups in the upright, Eight of Cups in reverse while you're there for Aries as the foundation. And you may very well turn it down and walk away from it with the Four of Cups in reverse, which I don't blame you. Now in the past, you got the High Priestess. She is in reverse. High Priestess in reverse while you're there for Aries in the past. Knight of Cups, it's like you're walking away from something and going towards, like I said, something you love. You may be telling people this. Maybe you held it, maybe you were quiet about it at first and didn't tell everybody everything. And now you're eventually going to tell them that you have better horizons, better things you're going for. So the High Priestess in reverse, the Knight of Cups in the upright while you're there for Aries. I almost said Pisces because it's so much like them. Yeah, you're going to tell somebody your truth with the Ace of Swords and cut things out possibly that you don't want there anymore. And I've been seeing this continuously. Now in the near future, you're going to come out of feeling not like you had enough. Maybe you feel like money wasn't there. Maybe you feel like money was tight. Maybe you felt a little abandoned. All kind of reasons. Five of Pentacles in reverse while you're there for Aries in the very near future. Yeah, you're going to be almost, I hate to use the word obsessed, but that does have it with the devil, as someone who's surely going for the things that they want. They're not going to turn from it. They're going to dedicate themselves and really dive deep in getting what they're wanting with the devil in the upright. Five of Pentacles in reverse, the devil in the upright while you're there for Aries. King of Pentacles. Now you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or you could be taking on this energy yourself. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. This is someone who's getting what they want in life, getting their stability, very dogmatic. You know, they're looked highly in the community, and they're looked upon as successful. So you're going to be deep set in getting what you're wanting and coming out of abandonment. Now, advice from the universe is the Nine of Wands, and it is in reverse. It's saying don't work too hard on something that is just going to cause you a burden. Go for the right things that you want. Go for the things that are going to be prosperous. And it looks like you may, but it's just clarifying that don't work so hard on heavy burdens that are going to be coming up, because the 9 is before the 10, and 10 is going towards a heavy burden. When a 9 is in reverse, it's someone who really doesn't want to do that. So the 9 of Wands, I should say, sorry, 9 of Wands in reverse, why you there for Aries? Yeah, and collaborate with the right people, with the 3 of Pentacles. Don't work so hard on burdens, and collaborate with the right people. Why you there? 9 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Pentacles. Why you there? That way the world can be your oyster. You know, you put away things that didn't work and new doors open up. It's a great card. Universe gives good advice. Listen to that. And remember, when you do listen to that, it becomes part of the outcome. Now, what is coming towards you or the outside environment is the King of Cups. This could be someone whose emotions are all over the place. It also, for some of you, it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just an energy. So, King of Cups in reverse, why you there? For Aries, in reverse, coming towards them. This person is unable to battle, compete with you. King of Cups, 5 of Wands, both in reverse. Why are you there? I don't think you're going to have much competition in what you're wanting to do. Yeah, they're not going to be able to fight against you with the 5 of Swords, and they may even put their swords down and the arguments down. Hopes and fears for you is the Hierophant. This is fearful of contracts not working out or taking contracts that just not very good for you. So the Hierophant in reverse, why are you there for Aries? As the hopes and fears. 2 wants to come out and we'll let it. Some of you may be worried about the Queen of Swords energy. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra is attached to that, but not necessarily. Could be someone who's really sharp on their words and messages that are just awful. You know, when they speak, they really cut to the core. And you want your happily ever after in life. You want true contentment with the 10 of Cups. Now, in the end, we got the Knight of Rods. It is in the upright. So this is someone with a lot of energy, like I said. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, it could be you. But it's someone with a lot of energy and is going to be on the get-go. They're going to be very busy. They're going to be very passionate about what they're doing. Now, you see that, with the Devil in the upright. Someone is going to be obsessed with getting what they want, you know? And your mind is going to be set on that. Maybe put it to you that way. So Knight of Rods in the upright, why are you there for Aries? Queen of Wands, taking on your crown, taking on that energy, that passion energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again. Knight of Rods, Queen of Rods, both in the upright, why are you there? As the final outcome for Aries. But watch out for manipulation. Make sure that you're not manipulative when you're doing all this, or make sure you're not dealing with manipulative people. So keep your crown on. Don't work hard towards a burden over here. Collaborate with the right people, and your world will open up again. In the end, if you watch what you're doing and everything else, you could be working with the King of Swords or taking on his energy. If it is an air sign, it'd be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But this also could be someone who's good with their words, good with business, and they communicate in the business world very well. And what I mean by that, their intuition is good, and people go to them for advice. So, when you go for advice from people, make sure it's an intelligent, wise person, like the King of Swords. Or you could be taking on this energy, like I said. And you'll be very happy with the situation in the end. But watch out for manipulation, whether you're doing it or someone around you is, okay? Be very careful of that. It is there. And I do see you having happiness. You just got to watch for the trickster, or watching for being a trickster. You don't want to be the trickster.